It's only 10 minutes later than that shot at sea level as the train went by, and I'm now up on Staple Plain. I just saw a friend's video this morning on YouTube of what things are like up here since a lot of the trees have been cleared. So I thought I'd come and have a look for myself. And there's a piles of logs from what used to be trees. I think there's some disease going around and they have to fell some of these trees now to stop it spreading, which is a great shame. As the sheep disappear from view, way in the distance you can see the headland at Minehead and the white building of Butland's holiday camp. You can pick out the buildings of Williton through this gap. The railway line is down in the valley here, although you can't really pick it out from this distance. It's not a particularly clear day today, but you can just see the very top of West Bay Hill at Watchet with the white buildings on it on the coast. That is the main road there from Williton on towards Bishop's Lydeard and Taunton. Here's some new young growth coming up. Early parts of the heather, I guess, and more sheep in the distance. I'll try and zoom in on Watchet now. I'm not sure if I can hold it steady enough on the long zoom. You can see some steam from the paper mill. It's not steam from a train, but that's Watchet's main employer, the paper mill. Any trains would pass in front of that and above and around the valley. Further around, those are the buildings of Williton. Which is a similar sized town, slightly larger than Watchet, about 2 miles to the east of Watchet. And where the two main roads into this part of the world meet, one from Bridgewater, one from Taunton, heading on down to Minehead. Followers of ancient history might be surprised to know that this earth track to my right was in fact the main road from West Somerset to the centre of Somerset. And there used to be pack horses coming up across here long before normal tar and macadam roads were ever built. Over to my left now, you can see where an area of the undergrowth has been burnt recently. I think it's controlled burning. They do it just to keep the gorse in check. It's good for the heather apparently as well to be burnt. My friend's video on YouTube that I was referring to earlier showed some wild horses up here with some Exmoor ponies, but they're not a very common sight. It's quite clever of him to capture them on video. Getting a skylark singing behind me, which is nice to hear. And when we reach the summit, we should be able to look right over Bridgewater Bay and see our nearest nuclear power station at Hinkley Point. And just up ahead of me now I can see the triangle marking the highest point. Now other walkers have just arrived at the peak. Huh? I can just see over now to my right, the coast continuing, and not very clear, but in amongst the clouds there, Hinkley Point Power Station. Can I zoom into it? Very difficult to be sure when I'm zooming into. There it is. So that's our neighbour. I just hope the regulations governing the atomic power station at Hinkley Point are pretty strong. On a clear, really good clear day, you can see the coast of South Wales beyond, but not today. That is the sea there, right there. You can pick out the courthouse building, not far from Kilve. There are some wonderful gardens. They have an open day later in the year, which is well worth going to. You can pick out Brent Knoll, 38, or the M5 up towards Bristol. That's quite close to the motorway. And you can walk on for miles here, going on the way that ancient travellers used to use.
There's no other trig point anywhere around here, so I think I can be absolutely certain.
That's where we are.
That's
Yes.
where we are.
And you've come up from Halford.
310 metres.
Right, yeah. I didn't know the height before. Thank you.
I still think in terms of feet.
Yes,
in heights, but I mean that's about 1,000 feet, isn't it?
Pretty good, yeah, 3 times.
I
Yeah.
think we'll probably just walk along the top here a bit.
Right.
We're then going back to Hopeford where we
Yeah.
started, where our car is parked.
Nice.
And you?
Yeah, I live in Watchet, so it's only a matter of going down over the hill again for me. Right, now I've got to make my way back down. Now we've got part of the way down. I might be able to pick out some of the landmarks at Watchet for those who know it. If you look, I'll put it right to the right hand edge of the picture now. In the centre is the big mast on the top of the headland above the harbour, which is in fact an orange telephone transmitter receiver. And you can virtually see all the buildings of Watchet now in this view. The little village of Doniford in the foreground. Where I filmed the steam train at the beginning, if I can zoom right into it, you can see the lineup of modern buildings just there. The train would have gone along to the right of them, it curved down into the valley to the station, which is more or less in the centre of the picture but at a lower level than we can see from here. You can see the road up at a Watchet, climbing on the hill up towards Blue Anchor, and the railway would be in the valley in between the buildings at the top and the buildings at the bottom of the picture. We've gone along through that area, curved around towards Washford. But Washford is not easy to see. I was talking earlier about not having seen some horses.
Do you know what I was saying?
What do I hear coming up behind me now?
You know what? Yeah. Do they actually know